Welcome to the Hellmouth. Hope everybody's 5x5. This is Major Slayage, Ket Arik, Rewatch Buffy the Vampire Slayer. My name is Eric, and to my right, your left, my gorgeous, hilarious wife and co-host. Well, I'm not doing the alphabet anymore. We've got to Z. So I'm just going to do some regular intros for a bit. You know her as half the powerhouse duo that is Kim and Ket. Stay alive, maybe. Give it up for Ketrin Porter.
Hi. I appreciate all the work you did for the alphabet.
Yeah.
And I'm requesting you now do the Arabic alphabet.
Shan't be doing that. I don't even know what that is. But hi, welcome. We're here to talk about Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 3, Episode 5, Homecoming. What'd you think of this one?
It's fun.
It was fun.
It. Yeah, it's well,
Uh-oh.
this is fun. One of my least favorite storylines begins here, and it's really hard for me to separate. I feel very much like my dad when I watch this episode.
The angst and
the love, the
love
secrets.
geometry.
I fully am my father's daughter when I watch this, because I'm just like, stop, this isn't even enjoyable. I don't want it.
Well, I'll tell you this. I knew that this happens. Mm-hmm. Spoilers, we'll get to it. But I knew that the Xander and Willow thing happened. Mm-hmm. I didn't remember that they seeded it and that it played out. I kind of thought it was when they get caught was the first time it happened.
No.
I didn't remember that it was like a secret affair happening in the background.
I think I'm going to be pissed for like 4 episodes.
Wow. Did not recall that at all.
Maybe not that many. It feels like 100 episodes.
Right.
I really hate it. This is
it's uncomfortable.
This might be my least favorite storyline of this series.
It uggs you out the way Ted ugged me out.
Yes.
Growing up in a household with toxic, abusive behavior from a parental figure.
Yeah, I really, 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 really hate it. But the rest of the episode, I think, is really fun.
Yeah. No, it's kind of lightweight. It's brisk, a little silly, but some good stuff happens.
It is lightweight, but it's not like Go Fish or Inca Mummy Girl.
No,
you know what I mean?
It's grounded.
Yeah.
It's grounded and it's real, and the characters have reasonable reactions to the things that are happening.
Yes, and the things that are happening align with what we have been told about the characters.
Right.
So, yeah.
With a small asterisk next to one of our characters.
Yeah.
Who is a complete goofball buffoon in the entire episode.
Yeah.
Giles has reverted back to season 1, knocked unconscious Giles.
Yeah. Like
who's just like squirrely.
A fumbling Britishman.
Yeah.
And it's weird. But
Ripper is nowhere to be found.
Oh my God. Ripper is in a coma.
We get that grid map with the moving dots that they're surveying Slayer Fest on.
Yeah.
No Ripper.
For sure.
All right. I wanted to bring a thing that I often get dragged by my co-host for not contributing to the marital grievance segment.
Oh, you have a marital grievance. Do tell.
I do.
Do tell.
So we've had a lot of discussion about me using, we have our own bathrooms, but mine only has a shower. Hers is the one with the bathtub. So I go in there to take a bath at times.
Mm-hmm.
The other day I'm in there taking a bath, doing my thing. It's cold. It's Southern California. It's not cold like it is on the East Coast or the Midwest. Like we get it, but it's cold for us. And I'm on this medicine that makes my toes and fingers cold all the time, and sometimes my nose. So I'm taking a hot bath, but the air in the room is still kind of chilly. So I brought my little space heater in, placed it up on the counter to just take the nip out of the air while I'm enjoying my bath.
Sure.
This one comes back from a work event, needs to use the sink in her bathroom, which is completely valid. That's fine.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Takes my space heater that's plugged into the wall and sets it on the slippery edge of the goddamn bathtub, trying to electrocute me.
Okay.
This was egregious. And
okay.
I was like, could you put that literally anywhere else?
No, you know what?
She tried to murder me.
I thought you were going to go somewhere else, so I was actually preparing my opening and closing statement for what I thought you were just for what I thought you were going to say. I have no defense of that, and I hold myself in contempt of court. That was that
one of the wildest thing that's ever happened.
That was not my finest hour, and I am sentencing myself to jail time.
Apologies. Take her away.
Apologies all around.
I'm glad you didn't die.
As am I.
Yeah.
Narrowly missed that one. So that was my marital grievance for today. Did you have a marital grievance today?
I didn't, because I'm an easygoing, go with the flow, kind, sweet, doting wife. So I don't.
You know that the show's called Ket Arik.
As opposed to
whoever the fuck you just described.
No, I do have a marital grievance. This episode is called Homecoming. We were doing a thing.
Well, we didn't discuss it. I guess I could have read the tea leaves and figured out that we were supposed to do a thing.
Hey, could you lace up my gown that I'm putting on?
Oh, I was already dressed by that point. I should have anticipated we would dress up for Homecoming. We did not. Or we did not. She did. I didn't.
But isn't this pretty, you guys? Hold on, let me show you.
You look absolutely gorgeous. I love it. And what you can't see is that she's wearing combat boots with this amazing dress.
Love it.
I love the whole thing, head to toe.
I do too.
Are you chilly though? You've got.
That's why I have my coat behind me that you don't like, because it's messing with the aesthetic of the set. But I'm going to freeze otherwise.
Well, the way you're sitting, you can't really see it, so I think we're good. Did you want to do a spell before we launch into the episode?
I did. So, in the episode, the girls, Cordy and Buffy, get corsages, which, spoiler, we learn was not given to them by their friends, but given to them by the people who run Slayer Fest, because there are tracking devices on it. But it gave me the idea that I think they should have gotten them each corsages that contained plants and herbs that promote peace and relief of tension.
Oh, that would have been way better.
Now, the problem is there are lots of different flowers and herbs and things that you can combine. You know, when we do like spells and stuff, it's like bay could be for this, or it could be for this, or whatever.
Or if you want something for success, there are several things that it could be for, that you could apply to that. Yeah.
But when you just sort of look at the plants and flowers
for peace and harmony,
from this one website that I actually really respect, which is Art of the Root, I can understand that we would have struggled, only because I don't think Cordelia would have appreciated some of the herbs or plants that need. I don't think Cordelia wants like an herb bundle on her corsage. She'd pick the orchid.
Well, can you have it be pretty flower based and then add embellishments that accomplish these things?
And so here's what I'm thinking. Hear me out.
I'm listening.
Black-eyed Susans
would
have complemented both their dresses.
Absolutely.
And they symbolize transformation and clearing of dark energy. Now there's also this is just kind of like a little yellow cluster flower, so it would go really nicely with the Black-eyed Susans, but I had never heard of it before. It's called asafoetida, known also as the devil's dung. So I think
that got worse as you went. I thought asafoetida, that's already got ass in it. And then we
but then we have also nettles, which helps cleanse energies and protect. A lot of these protect and purify as well. So they would have. So I'm thinking we're going to make them a corsage of Black-eyed Susans, mugwort, asafoetida,
aka devil's dung,
and nettles.
We grow nettle in our backyard wild, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. So those are the corsages that I would have made for them. Yeah.
And Buffy,
I've actually never seen a corsage
Black-eyed Susan
that features Black-eyed Susans. Black-eyed Susans are the state flower of Maryland, and they're also very special to my family because my Aunt Susan loved Black-eyed Susans. So yeah, corsages of Black-eyed Susans and devil's dung.
And that's what Buffy could have inexplicably clipped to the back of her dress for most of the episode, which had us completely baffled during the watch along. Why is her corsage on her back? That's weird as shit. Have you ever seen that?
No.
She just put it on her wrist like Cordelia has.
Yeah, that's cuckoo. Unless she did it to be like, we need to get it out of my way.
But then it just ditch it.
But then also just ditch it. Yeah.
Yeah, you've been rolling around
Why
the dirt.
in the fuck did they put that on the back? That's crazy.
You ready to dive into this one?
Yes.
Let's do it. Before we do.
So let's dive into it. But before we do.
Let's pause the dive.
Yeah.
We're going to ask for your help. We are growing this channel, and we are so grateful to everybody who checks us out every week, and especially those of you that leave likes, especially those of you that subscribe, especially those of you that leave comments and engage in the bottom. Everything you do to interact with this just helps the algorithm push it out to more people. It says,
even if you're talking shit, bring it.
Yeah, we recently had some of the Xander bros show up in some of our comments. There's a lot of internet hate for Xander. I was not prepared for the Xander bros that write in to white knight him.
Yeah.
But, lively discussions. And I think everyone's got a perspective. Everyone's got an opinion. I'm not saying anyone's wrong. I was sort of like, oh, it's low-hanging fruit to kind of bag on Xander. And like, there's a whole, sorry about that. There's a whole chapter of the internet that's devoted to clearing his name.
Well, what I find so interesting, I just need to touch on this for like 1 second. I find it so interesting that that the Xander bros rush to his defense in the way that they rush to his defense.
Yeah.
Let's compare Xander to Joyce, for instance.
Okay.
We have criticisms of Joyce. However, we're on record as saying, like, we don't think Joyce is like the big bad. Like, she's not like a monster, but she makes a lot of mistakes and she struggles in her parenting. Mm-hmm. We love Xander. Like, I love Xander. I think he has a good heart. I know that he's fully working through trauma, which is like so apparent. Like, his home life is terrible. But it's interesting to me that criticism of his behavior gets so much traction.
I think there's
when it's like, no, we're commenting on a thing that he did that is demonstrably unacceptable.
Right.
We are not tar and feathering him. We're saying do better. And it's so interesting to me.
Yeah, I think some of these white knights are telling on themselves.
Right.
So, where not everybody. I think some people, I think there's a room for a variety of opinions about this show. And I think it's fun. And I made this, I said this in a response comment that I made to one of these discussions on one of our videos. I think it's cool that like decades later, we're still having like lively, passionate debates and discussions about this show.
Yeah. And listen, I'm not saying it's not uncomfortable to be called out on your behavior. I'm just saying I'm kind of the sort of person who's like, once I sift through my feelings of hurt or discomfort or whatever, I'm sort of like, ooh, look at this new, like if we're playing a video game, I've got like, a level up or whatever you do in video games.
You got some
like,
new perspective.
Now I'm a better person. Like now I can do better.
It's interesting too, because I feel like you would get there less than the time it would take you to write a comment on a YouTube video. So someone sees something, gets inspired, let's use the most non-judgmental language possible, gets inspired, collects their thoughts to whatever degree they do, types it out. And these people don't write a sentence. They write
a diatribe,
a paragraph.
Yeah.
And they reach the end of it and they go, yeah, I'm good with this.
It's wild.
But weigh in. Tell us how much you love Xander and how wrong we are. Tell us we're wrong. Get in there. Mix it up. We love to see the discussions.
But if you feel that criticisms of your behavior, I don't know, maybe be open to criticisms of your behavior, everyone. It's very uncomfortable, but
that's how we grow.
Yeah.
And while you're at it, if you are enjoying this and we mentioned watch along earlier, we watch every one of these before we record the episode and talk over the whole thing, MST3K style.
Nerd.
It's like watching your favorite TV show with your two annoying theater dork friends, ruining the whole thing for $5 a month on our Patreon. In addition, for the same $5, it's not $5 more. Same $5 gets you everything. We do a mini-so called Trivia Crypt, where we break down every episode, do a deep dive into behind the scenes, fun facts, trivia, things that we learned, things we talk about and didn't know, comments you guys
throwing
make.
This is true. Wad of wet toilet paper
with flowers in it to see if it sticks to her back.
Yep.
Because I call bullshit on the big climax of this episode. But yeah, all that $5 a month Patreon really helps us out, helps us keep the lights on, helps us feed our cats.
Wait, like literally though, because our energy bills have skyrocketed. So we can you actually help us keep the literal lights on? Thanks so much.
And yeah, and that's why it's so goddamn cold in our house. We can't afford to turn the heat on.
Yeah, we're just like little.
I have to risk getting electrocuted by my wife just so I don't freeze to death.
Whoops.
All right.
I took criticism of my behavior.
You didn't write a wall of text about it on YouTube.
No, I didn't. I said, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have tried to electrocute my husband.
Stick around to the end if you feel like, hey, I would love to get involved. I want to help, but I don't know what I would say in a comment. We're gonna do a thing at the end. We do it every episode called Sunnydale High Yearbook Committee, where we give out our best and worst dressed for every episode, best and worst line, favorite move, and we nominate someone for most likely. Tell us your picks. Tell us what you think of our picks. Like, that's a great way to just sort of get involved. It's like, oh, I actually thought this person was best dressed, or you picked them for worst, and I actually love that outfit. Get in there.
Yeah.
Mix it up.
Here we go. We open at the bronze, and Buffy is the fifth wheel, even though she does in fact have a boyfriend, but she is looking sullen as a sock, man.
Is that a thing?
It is. Does she not look like a sullen sock? Don't socks look kind of sullen when they're just laying on the ground?
I've never considered it.
But I'm correct. Sullen as a sock. And everyone's Xander and Cordy are like, let's get a limo.
So every time I see a limo, I go, ooh, you have $80.
Just lots of discussions about how to get to homecoming. Buffy is not participating. Scott then walks up.
Because Buffy says she's not even sure she's going to go.
Right. Scott walks up. And of course, they all kind of like stop because it's awkward, except for Cordelia, who just says, is it weird because he hasn't asked her to go to the dance yet? And this is a weird interaction. And we realize what happened later. And I have a hypothesis. Scott says, I didn't think you'd want to go, but I'm down if you are. I am calling bullshit. I think Scott's a really sweet guy. I actually think he wanted to break up with Buffy before the dance.
And got put on the spot.
Because I don't buy it. I don't buy that he wouldn't at least ask and at least say like, hey, I don't know if you're into this, but like, if you want to go to the dance, like we could, like, I just don't buy it. And I think he wanted to break up with her first.
That's how I got asked to prom by a female friend, not someone I was dating. And she was just like, I know it's like super cheesy and lame, whatever, but I thought it could be fun if you wanted to. Like, I don't know, maybe it's stupid, but like.
That's exactly what I would buy. And that's why I think which it was actually kind of him to, well, we'll get to that later. So, all right. At this point,
they do share a sweet kiss though.
They do share a sweet kiss, but her vibe is off. And like, I do have to say, like, I'm kind of Team Scott. Like, I don't think either person is in the wrong. I'm just like,
no, they're just ill-matched. She's never fully present. She's got a million things on her mind. She's got a hunk of burning, re-ensouled, centuries of torture, hot, shirtless boyfriend back in a vamption.
Yeah.
Vamp mansion. We decided is the vamption.
Don't take credit for that. I said it.
But we decided that's what we'd call it. You said it, and I co-signed it. Okay. Motion carried.
From Scott's perspective,
she's checked out.
Yeah, and he actually seems like a dude that is ready to be present, like ready to be doting.
He wants a companion.
Yes.
He doesn't want a pretty girl on his arm that he can make out with and then go live his life with his boys. Yeah. He wants to connect with someone.
You know who he's giving? Spoilers. He's giving Riley. Like, not necessarily like their same personality, but like the way that they're both like
showing up
and Buffy is checked out and then blindsided when they're like, hey, you seem checked out. Because I think
but I think that's just part of it. Now it's tough. And this was the issue with Dead Man's Party. It was like, she doesn't share her internal life with the people close to her. I think that's one of her, character flaws, or one of the things that's going to be a complication for her trying to have relationships with people going forward. But yeah, this is part of the package with her, unfortunately.
Yeah. Which is why I think she gravitates towards vampires. Yeah, exactly. She leaves because she has to go take Angel
a big tub of salsa.
Yeah, blood. And he literally holds it
like it's his warm, like cuppa.
And he
You used to make fun of the way I held my mic. What is going on
anyway? So he's still pretty tortured, but Buffy is going there to be like, hey, I'm going to keep taking care of you, but I'm seeing someone and he makes me happy. Cut to,
I don't think we should see each other anymore.
You don't?
Angel does a weird thing too. She's wearing a big coat that's way too big for her. I very much think it's Angel's coat. Because Scott and Buffy could wear the same clothes. They're both little elf people. But like Angel reaches out and like flips her lapel of her jacket. I don't know if it's like, hey, is this mine? Or like I
think it was.
At first I thought he was like checking for vampire bites. Like, are you dating another vampire? Like I didn't know what the fuck he was doing. But
no, I think what he was doing, her lapel was flipped under. And so he was doing the very sweet tag tuck that Oz did, where it's a very loving gesture, but a very simple gesture. Yeah. That level of intimacy Buffy couldn't even handle. So that's why she kind of, because she's trying to be like, I'm trying to be with Scott. I'm trying to be with.
She also tells him, I'm not told anybody about you being back yet. Yeah. And I don't think I'm going to. I think Buffy's like, I want to get you mentally right. And then you got to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Is at least what the surface level version of reality is for her.
Yeah. And we're also learning that like when she mentions Giles, like his memories, I assume, are starting to click into place, and whatever memories he has of Giles are clicking into place. And there's going to be a whole new wave of guilt that comes with that. So it's complicated. I don't doubt it. So anyway, Scott breaks up with her. It's very sad. The reason that he breaks up with her, I would have honestly rather been like, I fucked your best friend. That would have been like less of a heart-wrenching, but to say like, when I first met you, you were so full of life. And now you're, I mean, he says distracted, but like basically he's saying now you're dead inside.
But here's what I'm going to say. He met her after she got back from LA. How different is she now from 2 episodes ago? I don't know that the light has dimmed in her. I think he met this Buffy, and maybe just the more he's gotten to know her. I don't think she's any different. I think his understanding of her has
deepened. Yeah. Now we see a POV of someone looking at Buffy being a sullen sock again.
And through binoculars. So my first thought was this is Wormy. Somehow reconstituted Wormy from What's My Line?
But it's not. It's 2 generic white dudes.
They're members of Hans Gruber's crew from Die Hard.
100%.
We weren't clear if they were twins or just generic white dudes.
Yeah, it's still not clear.
I don't know.
So we'll trivia crypt that. I just their faces were so just like, yep, those are faces, that I was like, are they the same? Like it was a very weird optical illusion. I felt like I was looking at one of those like magic eyes from from the 90s.
I have 2 guns. 1 for each of you.
So there is old man in a wheelchair. That is how he's credited in the captions, at least.
Yeah, when this dialogue comes up, it says old man. It doesn't say who he is, and we never hear him addressed by name.
But he's clearly a very rich old man because he's in a mansion. And he also paid the fucking generic white dudes, and he's got all this equipment and shit. He's got lots of money.
No, everybody contributed there. Were they working for him?
They were working for him. That's why he was tracking them. Because he can't go out. He's in a wheelchair.
Tech or not Tech, Gorch has to dump a bag of cash out to participate.
But
the German guys are his entrance.
Guys. Exactly. Yeah.
So weird. So is he running all of Slayerfest, or he just wanted the German guys to win and it was someone else's thing?
He just wanted the German guys to win.
Because because it's at his house, like everyone's hanging out at his house. We'll get there. Everyone's hanging out in his mansion. I kind of thought like he had assembled all the people.
No, I think it was
Tricky is running Slayerfest, and this guy. Yeah, but
it's like, let's go to this guy's house because he's got all. I'm not going to go to Peltman's.
Yeah, we're not going to hang out in your log cabin
or like Demon Dude's lair. Let's hang out at the fucking cozy mansion.
The flow chart for the hierarchy is unclear in who's really running the show at Slayerfest.
So Mr. Trick is there, as we covered, and we learned that the target is not just Buffy but both Slayers. We'll learn a little bit more about Slayerfest in a bit. But first, we go to a character's office that to this point we've only spoken of.
Right.
The mayor of Sunnydale.
Mm-hmm.
I can now say the mayor is one of my favorite characters on the whole series.
I know there is a mayor. I don't remember much about him.
Okay,
so
well then I'm actually not even going to say anymore.
I know he's a bad, but I don't remember his particulars at all.
Just don't even ask any more questions, but like he's one of my favorite characters in the whole series. His assistant, whose name is Alan, comes in with a flyer about the 2 Black Ops dudes. Basically, the mayor obviously is just like, what commotion is going on in my town or whatever.
And he sniffs the page, which at first I thought was just like, because I've definitely done this, like when something comes fresh off the printer, like it's kind of warm and has that ink smell, and he's like breathing on all that printy goodness. But no, he can smell that his assistant didn't wash his hands, which is hella weird. And also the first shot of the mayor is the mayor like wiping off his hands.
So he's
OCD
a
motherfucker. Yeah.
So basically he's just like, let's put any colorful characters in Sunnydale under surveillance.
Right.
That's the vibe that we're getting.
So there are people surveilling Buffy, and the people surveilling Buffy are now being surveilled. There's a whole daisy chain of surveillance.
Exactly.
Happening.
Yeah. And we're surveilling.
We're watching the whole thing. And then Giles is watching Buffy as well. Everyone's watching.
Yeah.
Somebody's watching somebody.
Picture day. Everyone gets their picture taken except for Buffy, because Buffy and Faith are training in the library. In the hallway, Willow says, Xander, I want you to help me pick out an outfit for homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Willow and Cordy are close enough that Willow should have asked Cordy for outfit advice.
I don't know that Willow could be that vulnerable with Cordy yet. They're closer than they've ever been, but I think running the risk of getting read to filth because we see in the dressing montage, Willow has 2 big swings and misses before she finally lands on the dress.
Yeah.
I don't think she was ready for drag queen Cordy to just drag her to hell.
Okay, that's fair. Sustained.
And she's like, I want Oz to get a big boner. Xander,
you're the king of boners.
You know what would give a guy a boner.
Yeah. We also learned that Cordelia is running for homecoming queen, and she offers to go tell Buffy, hey, don't forget about picture day. But just as she's about to go into the library, she sees 2 constituents that she's trying to get their vote. And so she gets distracted, walks away.
Also, during the training montage, Buffy and Faith decide they're going to go together. They'll go stag.
Yes, which is very sweet. And I loved Faith's outfit. You know how much I love a good cutoff jean short, and then a crisp black tank.
Yeah,
it's great.
This is very Ketrin coated.
And then some cool boots, which are not really my vibe, but like
they were a little tall for you.
It's more just like
that same outfit in ankle length, high top combat boots you actually have worn 100 times.
Yeah. We had a lot of discussion about whether Faith has matriculated to Sunnydale. I think we can only assume that she has.
Yeah, it was definitely weird because like we've never seen her in a class or doing any like school business. She's either just lingering in the halls, loitering, or she's in the library doing Slayer business. So I was like, is she just like hanging out or did she actually go there? But she does say, well, she does wind up at the dance, and we know that you have to buy tickets to the dance, and I don't think they would just sell tickets to the dance to a rando.
Mm-hmm.
So while unconfirmed, I think we're leaning towards Faith is actually attending Sunnydale High.
Yeah. Buffy needs a glowing recommendation from a teacher, but she goes up to a teacher who was her favorite teacher, but she doesn't even know who Buffy is.
She's like, who this?
Yeah, that was rough. Now,
and they learned nothing from the Marcy episode.
Right.
You start ignoring chicks, they vanish.
Buffy is now a pair of sullen socks. I mean, she is so bummed out in the cafeteria.
Sullen socks happen, huh?
Yeah. Is it working? So
check our merch store for your Major Slayage sullen socks.
Can we make sullen socks?
We absolutely can.
Great. Okay.
We need to make a merch store first, but yes.
Yeah. So she's sitting at the cafeteria with her squad, and she's just sort of reminiscing about how, like, when she was a freshman back in LA, she was the Cordelia. She was the queen of this and a cheerleader and all of this kind of stuff. And she's like, I would have been all over the yearbook there, but now I'm just going to be 1/8 of one page. And Xander's like, except you're not, because you miss picture day, which is also some bullshit because there's always a makeup picture day 100% of the time.
Hellmouth, baby. We don't know what goes on there.
Also, Snyder. You know what? I bet Snyder was like, if you miss it, you miss it.
Right.
Now Buffy is pissed because she's like, Cordelia only thinks about herself, so she confronts her and
for not telling her that it was
picture day. And now we get into a whole thing where Cordelia is just like, I'm busy campaigning, I'm doing my own thing, how would you know? And Buffy is like, bitch, let's do this. And so she says she's going to run for homecoming.
She's the Kamala Harris of this homecoming campaign. She entered the race way too late to make a go of it.
Now we go back to Mr. Trick's competition, Slayer Fest 98. One of the Gulch brothers is back, and it's the one that's not Tector.
Yeah, Tector, not Tector. And we couldn't remember his name. And I had time to look it up after the watch along, and I decided not to because
we're gonna call him not Tector.
Yeah, I think he'll be not Tector.
Love it. And she'll be Mrs. Not Tector.
Yeah, he's got a blushing
wife.
Bride now. He's got Alabama from True Romance.
Oh, it is giving Alabama from True Romance. Oh my gosh, it really is.
But it's funny. We made fun of the name Tector so hard.
Yeah,
we remember Tector. We don't have any idea what the other fucking guy was named.
We're just seeing all of the people that entered the competition. The Gulch brother and his wife. There's a Peltman, a hunter of some kind.
Yeah, kind of a Craven the Hunter from Spider-Man bad guy. I'm surprised we didn't get the fucking shithead werewolf hunter. Like, it would have been fun to bring him back in.
He's busy.
He's busy selling fake pelts in Sri Lanka.
He's busy. And then we have our two generic dudes who are working for the wheelchairman.
And we got kind of a cool Star Trek alien with Stegosaurus spines on his head.
So that's Slayer Fest 98. Okay. Now we go to my least favorite scene.
Oh, boy.
Zillow is getting ready for the dance. And
I always have wanted a dress-up montage on the show.
Not this one.
Not this one. One, because of how it ends, and two, because most of the outfits were garbage.
Yeah. Willow.
She looked okay. These were not appropriate for a formal dance where Xander's dressed like James Bond.
Yeah. Like, Xander is in a full 3-piece tuxedo, and she comes out with like her Model UN button-up shirt. And it's like, how is this? Terrible, Willow.
And then she's terrible. Like side stage at Lilith Fair.
Yeah.
That second one.
And it's like, yeah, you can wear that second one on a date with Oz to a pizza shop, not to a fucking homecoming dance. She needed Cordelia.
Yeah, this is her first mistake. Can you imagine?
Right.
All the heartache that could have been avoided if she had just
asked Cordelia.
Had nuts enough to ask Cordelia to help dress her.
Because here's the thing. Cordelia definitively would have read her for filth. She would have looked fire-rama.
Right.
Fire-rama.
But I think that she ran the risk of being rejected because Cordy's so busy campaigning. Cordy might have said, I'm not taking this on. This is not Make-A-Wish.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I didn't like that she was getting ready with Xander in the first place.
And it's also like, I know they're close, but like she's getting into her undies behind a
we
screen.
See the like sexy
we see the silhouette. She's pulling clothes off of herself. Like, it was
so anyway,
now she Cinemax.
Yeah, so now she puts on a reasonable fucking dress and she legitimately looks gorgeous. And unfortunately, Xander also thinks she looks gorgeous, and they dance.
And he looks great too.
I'm breezing past it. They kiss. It's terrible. I hate it.
And I said, if they had pulled off in the first 3 seconds, you could reasonably have said, oh, that was a mistake.
Yeah.
They go in, 3 seconds happens.
Yeah.
4 seconds, 5 seconds. Then we see tongue. It is, this is long enough for them they can no longer claim this was a mistake or an accident.
This was not good.
This was a soap opera case.
I hate it. I hate this storyline. I hate it. Guys, I hate this storyline. Okay.
Best thing that they should have done, could have done for themselves and their future and their partners and all of it is to avoid each other like the fucking plague.
Yep.
But that's not possible because Buffy and Cordy are feuding.
Right.
So messy.
Cut to the library where we learn that Buffy is not just attempting to enlist Willow. She wants to enlist Xander and Oz as well.
Campaign HQ. She's like Steve Kornacki with the tote board, keeping track of the election.
Or, as we refer to him in our group chat, khaki hot pants.
Not we.
Not we.
She and her friends. I've never referred to him as that.
They're all being very weird about it.
At this point, I think it's because they're like, we don't care about this. Why are you dragging us into this? That's how I was reading it up until this point. Okay. They're like, we don't want to do this.
We learn
it's
that
actually
worse. That Cordelia has already enlisted them all, which of course she has.
Yeah, she started the campaign when it started.
Yep. Yeah.
She's not Kamala Harris in this thing and jumping in with 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
Voted for Kamala, by the way. I'm not shitting on her, but it was a uphill battle.
Yeah. Oz has one of my favorite lines in the entirety of the series in this scene, which we'll
talk about
at the end. So Buffy is pretty deflated. Some might call her a sock. That's sullen. I don't know why I want this to happen so badly. But like now it's a thing.
Now you're digging in your
now I'm digging in my sock-covered heels. Yeah. Now we get a montage of Buffy and Cordelia campaigning and everyone getting ready for Slayer Fest. And it's just a fun montage of like, you know, Buffy gives somebody a muffin. Cordelia takes their muffin and gives them a basket of candy.
It wasn't muffins, it was cupcakes that are chocolate topped, and these kids are just smeared their faces in chocolate
like fucking Willy Wonka ass like, little bitches.
Insane.
That was crazy.
And then the German boys are Greco-Roman wrestling in the nude. It reminded me of that scene from Always Sunny when Mac and Dee get taken in by a rich brother and sister to be mocked.
God, I love that episode
they're
so
like
much.
Wrestling. And
I love that episode so much. So now we cut to Willow being super weird with Buffy. We know that she's being weird for 2 reasons. One is that she's a filthy monster who made out with Xander when she has Oz in her back pocket.
Right now, I just got distracted thinking about the fanfic where Oz and Cordy are like, fuck these two, and they pull an Anya Spike.
Yes.
And they get it on. And I watch that for, to completion.
So
that's disgusting.
I have to go. You know how certain words or phrases like gross people out, like the most common one is like a lot of people don't like the word moist. I don't like to completion.
I was trying to clean it up. I was trying to not say till I jizz all over the place.
I mean that one's gross too, but like somehow I prefer that one. I don't know why. Okay. So Buffy is guilt tripping Willow to make her a database, like, for campaign reasons or whatever, which Buffy's like, how many times exactly have I saved your life? And we see that this is all being watched by Slayer Fest as well. Jonathan appears again. Buffy tries to get Jonathan's vote, and he's like, cool that you gave me this cupcake, but Cordelia gave me $6. Like, and he says, I can buy for $6.
And he says, I could buy a lot of cupcakes for $6. In today's economy,
that
you could
a muffin top.
A cupcake, maybe, if you had a coupon.
Yeah. 98 was great. 98 was great. Cordy confronts Buffy and is pissed that she's splintering the vote. Which, I get Cordy's being a bitch. But I do get it. One, because I think her forgetting to tell Buffy about picture day was an accident.
Yeah, honest mistake. And frankly, on brand for Cordy.
Yes. And, this legitimately is Cordy's thing. I feel like neither of them handled it well, is what I would say.
This gets catty, though.
But then Cordy, boy, oh boy, does she go for not even the jugular. I mean, she rips people's spines out of their mouth.
How can you think it's okay to talk to people like this? Do you have parents?
Yeah, 2 of them, unlike some people.
Ooh, boy. Now listen, I like any opportunity to call out how absent piece of shit Hank is.
But that's not Buffy's fault.
But that's not Buffy's fault. And Ouchorama, Xander comes and breaks it up. Zillow is now feeling very guilty, which they should, but they should not be sitting on Willow's bed alone in her room. And sure enough, they're like not able to focus or keep their hands off each other.
Because first Xander thinks that they're only talking about the 2 of them, and Willow's like, no, Buffy and Cordy.
Yeah.
But then she's like, when you get upset, your mouth makes me want to climb in it. Like, it's all kind of shit.
Yeah.
Also,
and he says, when I look at you now, it's like I'm seeing you for the first time.
which is what she's wanted her whole life. She's got a freight train of momentum.
And of course, Xander sees her now. Like,
timing is impeccable.
Cut to Buffy in a gorgeous red T-length number to go to homecoming. She gets into the limo. It is not Faith in the limo. It's our girl Cordelia, who is an emerald vision.
I was gonna say Vision. I love Buffy's red dress, and you know me in a red dress.
Yeah.
The closest thing I probably have to like a kink is a red dress. Cordy in this green, and hers is not the same silhouette. It's much more structured. The girls are sitting on a shelf.
Yeah.
And it's just, and her hair, the whole thing.
Gorgeous.
Oh my goodness. The two of them together. Merry Christmas to all of us.
Yeah. So we learned that the Scoobies have said, work it the fuck out. We put you guys in a limo so that you can stop making our lives miserable by being bitches to each other.
So we can not be distracted by your fight and focus on our infidelity.
There's 2 corsages. Cordy is like, I took the orchid, which is so Cordy. So they're driving and fighting. The limo stops. And then, first of all, I really have this question.
Yeah.
Tinted windows. They're tinted so that you can't see in, but they're not tinted so you can't see out.
I don't think they're paying attention. I just don't think they're looking. Because you're like, the limo drops them off in the middle of the woods. You're like,
and then
did they
the driver
not see where they were going?
And then the driver gets out and you hear him run. Those were supposed to be footstep sounds. They didn't come out that way.
You know what I wouldn't put on your resume?
Footstep sounds?
Foley artist. Mouth Foley.
I wouldn't either. Because what was that? It was like he was farting as he ran away. Anyway, the driver runs away and they get out and they're in the woods with a VCR and a TV on a stump that says, please play.
Yeah, there's a giant sign. It's all so goofy.
But
and what's it plugged into?
Magic. No.
It's like, if you're going to bother to put a VCR out there and a TV, you know what? This just should have been a scroll they could read.
Right.
Like
scroll. Yeah.
This was dumb.
Yeah, this was stupid. But they thought it was going to be Buffy and Faith. So they think Cordelia is Faith. So they run. So back at the dance, this does suck. And it is not helping the Zillow situation.
Right.
Because Oz's band is playing at the dance, which means like Willow is alone.
Right.
Like she's basically alone.
And it's not like at the Dead Man party where it like gives her status. It means she doesn't have a date to the dance.
Right. Now we have a pair of sullen socks. Willow and Xander are both just like such boobs in this. They're just like,
if we named our episodes the way KK Sam does, this would be the tale of sullen socks.
Yeah. And even Faith comes up, who looks super cute, and she's like, what's the deal, guys? She then sees, first, this sucks. The song that they're playing apparently was written by Oz for Willow, which is just insult to injury. And I'm like, well, you deserve it, bitch. You fucked up. And frankly, the second time you and Xander were in your bedroom together, you were the one putting the moves on him. Mm-hmm. So you know what, Willow? Sit in the corner.
Sit in these feelings.
Yeah.
That you earned. You made your bed.
Yeah.
Now go make out with Xander in it.
No, don't. Faith comes up, but she immediately walks away because she sees Scott dancing with a Buffy prototype.
Yeah, the Temu Buffy. Like from the back, you would almost mistake it for Buffy, although you were not a fan of the hairstyle.
No, it was so aggressive. It was the most aggressive French twist I've ever seen in my life. I was like, oh God, it was just like so French twisted like this. That's what it was like. It was a lot. So Faith is pissed about it. And she calls him a sleaze bag or a scumbag or a sock.
I love how Team Buffy Faith is right now.
So
they
cute.
are sisters, and she's got kind of this big sister crush on Buffy.
Yeah.
I don't remember this lasting this long.
Giles comes up, but he's a bumbling fool this episode.
He's like,
Don't
ooh,
worry
finger
about it.
sandwiches. Like he's suddenly Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah,
he's excited about food.
Don't even worry about it. When you need to care about what Giles is doing, we'll tell you.
He's barely in this episode.
So
and when he is in this episode, he's not really in this episode.
Yeah. So Bordelia is running through the woods trying to escape everybody. There's a whole bear trap situation where she does a really cool. So she narrowly misses the bear trap snapping on her leg, and then picks it up and does one of these and hits the Peltman, who then steps back into another one of his bear traps. She takes his gun and is like, "Give me all the information you got," and he does. It was great.
Tells her how many people and what they're armed with and what the deal is.
All of that kind of stuff. We got to go back to the dance, and we see that Faith, honestly, this was a little bit of a me move. Like I played this card a lot when my friends got broken up with.
Yeah.
I really took it upon myself
to make sure they had no peace in the immediate aftermath.
Yeah, I really did. I remember my dear friend Randy was dating this real piece of shit. His name was
why I'm bleeping that. We're not calling people pieces of shit on the show and using their names. I have no problem with it. We're just not gonna YouTube terms of service.
All right, I won't.
No, I bleep it. It's good. Nobody heard it.
We'll call him
I'm bleeping that too.
Okay. So I ended up running into him at a bar. And so I made a point to stand directly next to him at the bar and stare at him without breaking eye contact. I even ordered a drink from the bartender while staring directly at until
Stop saying his
he was
name.
so uncomfortable. And it was, do we have a limited number of bleeps?
Yeah.
Anyway, I really love this move that Faith does. She goes up to Scott and she's like, "Oh my God, honey, the doctor says that the itching and swelling will go down soon from our sexually transmitted disease or whatever." And aggressive French twist is like, "Ooh," and Scott's like, "Woo," and it was great. Okay. Giles is talking to Zillow. Doesn't matter. They're selling socks. Moving on. Bordelia finds a cabin in the woods and they go in, and Cordelia's really like having this moment where she's like, "Oh my God, like I'm never going to be able to tell Xander I love him." And, you know, all of this stuff. And Buffy is just like, "Can you shut the fuck up? Can you get a weapon?" So she gets a spatula that's found in a desk drawer with a lamp made out of a taxidermy chicken on it. You know, like any cabin would have.
This feels like a Mad Libs.
That is what this show told me was happening. So we go to Old Man in the Mansion, who is suddenly getting a signal from the phone that's in the cabin. And actually Buffy calls Cordelia out being like, "There's a phone. Can you maybe make a phone call?" So they do. Buffy calls Giles, but Old Man in the wheelchair sees that there's like a call coming out, so he cuts the line, which I don't know how he did it. Magic, but whatever.
Well, there's a pretty high tech in this. When we see the Die Hard twins in a van, they've got a flip phone with no kind of screen or digital readout on it.
Crazy. But that was probably like super high tech.
And just a bunch of like blinking lights, like the dashboard on Knight Rider.
Yeah. But luckily she was able to leave enough of a message that Giles does something useful in this moment, and that he plays the message. And it's like, okay, Bordelia's in trouble in the woods.
Except nothing comes of it.
True.
No one gets to the woods.
True.
So
yeah.
Even though she's able to get out, we're in Miller's Woods, click.
True. Yeah.
Giles is back to season 1 form, back to getting knocked out by a zookeeper form.
Yeah.
Completely useless.
And this is where we now have a heart-to-heart conversation where Cordy really says, like, "Why are you stealing my vibe?" Which you pointed out. I was being a little hard on Cordelia, I think, but you pointed out, like, this is kind of Cordy's thing. Why is Buffy honing in on it from Cordelia's perspective?
Yeah, because she's like, you do important, real things. My life is trivial or should be trivial to you. Why are you even concerned with this kind of shit?
Right. And what Buffy says is like, because I didn't choose this shit. The choice that I made was to do the shit that you're doing.
Right.
That's who I was.
All I do is save the world. I want to in some petty catty bullshit.
Exactly.
Sometimes.
Which I get, you know? So they kind of, the women understand each other.
Take a step towards each other. Yeah. There's a great thing that happens too, where before we get to this moment of understanding, and it's going to come up later in my lines.
I'm going to take out the rest of these guys just in time for you to congratulate me on my sweeping victory as homecoming queen.
I know what you're up to. You think if you get me mad enough, I won't be so scared. And hey, it's working. Where's a damn weapon?
Yeah,
Like,
that
so
was a great,
is awesome.
great moment. As they're having this heart-to-heart, yellow Pokemon demon jumps through the window, and Cordy is a terrible shot. Truly awful.
Well, before we even get there, she starts whacking him with the spatula.
Whacking him with the spatula. Buffy ends up disarming him, and she's like, Cordelia, pick up the gun. And she literally could have picked up the gun and put it directly touching his spine.
Yeah, this cabin is 4 foot by 6 foot. Like, there's not really room to miss. Like, it's statistically impossible to miss at this range.
Yeah.
And she does.
Weirdly, the Black Ops guys kind of save Cordelia because they throw a rock, an
Launch
explodey
a grenade, yeah.
into the
Did
cabin.
you call it an explodey?
Yeah. That's what it is.
What's this explosive device? The whammy kablam. And this is the Rudy Tooty aim and shoot.
Into the cabin. And so all three of them, Yellow Pokemon Demon and Cordelia, are all like, oh shit. So Cordelia jumps out the window. Yellow Pokemon Demon tries to jump out the window.
Oh, that's right.
And it's boarded up,
Bonk.
so he can't get out as easily. So he falls back down, and then the thing blows up. Goodbye. We did it. He's gone. One of them's gone.
And the other guy's pretty much off the board. Peltman is trapped.
Peltman's gone. Yeah.
So
he's missing a leg. Regardless.
Yeah. So we're down to
Mr. and Mrs. Gulch.
Not Tector and the Die Hard twins.
Yeah. So Mr. and Mrs. Gulch are in the library where Giles is, surprise, knocked out. That's his whole vibe this episode, is just unconscious or bumbling. One of those two.
One probably led to the other, honestly.
Yeah. Mr. Trick, who's obviously like kind of watching the happenings from Old Man Mansion Man. What's happening to me?
Not entirely sure.
I think I'm cold.
You want to put your coat on?
No. It's keeping me zippy.
It's keeping you focused.
Yeah, it's keeping me zipperoo. Zippity doo dah. There's a knock on the door and Mr. Trick's arrested. Just like, hello, arrested.
Weird to me. Why would he subject himself to this? Why would he allow he could murder these guys very quickly?
Only thing I can, okay, if want me to do my actor justification.
Sure.
For those of you that are new, my actor justification is this. When there is a choice in the show that like
in the script
that doesn't really make sense, but as the actor, you have to justify it
in order to play the beat. Yeah.
So here would be my justification.
Okay.
It was so unexpected, and they didn't say anything when he opened the door. Two of them literally just moved behind him and put him in handcuffs. And then there was a third. So I think it was just the element of surprise that got him. And now he's just in a position.
But vamps are, I suppose, but like vamps are, he could see these guys before they could get him in handcuffs. He could throw them off, be face deep in one of their necks.
Yeah. This is my actor justification.
Yeah.
So
it's a weird beat. I don't know if I bought it.
Cordelia's made it back to school, and there's a fight with Mr. and Mrs. Gulch. Now,
Mrs. Gulch, Alabama Gulch, is given what for?
She fucks Buffy up.
Yeah.
And luckily, Cordelia kept her spatula with her. She tosses it to Buffy. And just before Alabama Gulch knocks Buffy out with a coat rack or something.
Yeah, massive head trauma.
Buffy manages to stab her, but this pissed me off, and I'll tell you why. Definitively not in the heart.
Yeah,
it is below the
stomach,
ribcage.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss.
That pissed me off.
It definitely did not look like it was in the heart.
Yeah. Your heart is not below your ribcage.
Well, I mean, I don't know her chart. I haven't studied her medically. Maybe they looked out.
Your heart's not below your ribcage. Don't listen to this fucking fake news ass bitch. That's not where your heart is.
Not normally. Maybe she's an anomaly. That's what I'm saying. Maybe she's a medical marvel.
Stop it. Buffy is knocked out. So Cordelia has a really great moment where she's like, I know I'm not the Slayer, but these motherfuckers don't know I'm not the Slayer. So she has this great speech.
Buffy's just the runner-up. I'm the queen. You get me mad? What do you think I'm gonna do to you?
And if there is one superpower that Cordelia has, 'tis this.
And so he goes, tip of the cap, milady, and he fucks off.
Yeah. So now Giles wakes up. Great. This is when they realize that the corsages were not given to them by the Scoobies.
Now, we didn't really get into it, but yeah, so Buffy, during the entire fight in the Evil Dead cabin, her corsage is clipped to the back of her dress,
which is stupid. I give you.
Insane.
Yes, that's crazy.
And you said, I had considered this, and I thought, this is too dumb. This can't be it. But we didn't know that it was tracking. Frankly, they only needed one of them. Like, she could have ditched hers. I don't know why whatever.
Yeah.
Your thing was, she's wants it for later.
I had to do this.
She's not ready to part ways with this lovely,
first of all, it was white carnations.
Yeah, this grocery store corsage.
Yeah.
Because she wants to look regal when she gets to this. She's rolling around on the ground. She's bloody and beaten, and she's got grass in her hair. I don't think the corsage is going to make or break this ensemble.
I hear you, but she's not thinking straight.
So
she doesn't want to be demoning. She wants to be queening.
You know what they should have done if they needed her to not have it on her wrist because they didn't want it to fly apart when she's punching bad guys? Have her throw it on her ankle, something. I don't know. Just strapping it to her back
is crazy.
I mean, was it just so that it would draw attention to itself? Like, I feel like we didn't need to draw attention.
I don't know why they didn't just keep it on her wrist. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it was.
So
they're solving a problem that didn't exist and created another problem in the process.
Agreed. Buffy says, I need some wet toilet paper.
And I'm with Cordy here.
Hold that thought, won't you?
Yeah, that'll help.
So now we have a shootout with night vision in the school. And Old Man Mansion Man is, directing his two goons to be like, I see them. And, 35 degrees to the left, shoot when ready. Now, what we've seen is that Buffy ran into a room and then hid. One of the goons comes in. She now has the wet paper towel with the trackers in it, and she throws it and it sticks to his back. Now, wait a minute. This is crazy. She does wrap up the entirety of the corsage in the wet paper towel. That would not stick. I would have pulled the little tracker out and put that in wet paper towel. That would stick.
I got you one better.
What?
They're in a library full of weapons. They could have attached it to a knife and thrown it at him, or put it on a crossbow bolt and done that.
But a knife or a crossbow bolt, we see that they're wearing Teflon vests. It would have just gone doink and fallen to the ground.
Teflon is what you line a pan with. Is Teflon what you mean?
Yes.
Kevlar?
They're wearing pans with the spatula.
But I'm not certain they're wearing body. Their sweaters look pretty form-fitting. I don't think that's armor.
Drop the clip here where I'm correct. Anyway, they shoot. It doesn't fucking matter. They shoot each other, and it was very smart.
Why go out of the way to make a wet toilet paper bomb when you could have done a million other? She could have literally just thrown the thing and had it stick on its own. I don't know. This was silly.
Moving on. Now we go back to Mr. Trick and Mayor Wilkins. So we meet Mayor Wilkins again. I do not know what Mayor Wilkins is saying to Mr. Trick. I don't know what he wants from Mr. Trick. He's saying something
Whitney
about
Houston
children.
Lyrics.
I don't know what's going on. That's that.
Maybe that'll be revealed later.
Yeah. Basically, we just know that Mr. Trick and the mayor are now in some sort of alliance.
And he's a fan of Slayer Fest. He's like, I not only like what you're doing, I like that you called it Slayer Fest.
Yes, he loves the branding.
I need that kind of a brain on my campaign.
Yes, yeah. So other than that, we don't really know what's happening yet. So finally, let's go to Homecoming Queen announcements. And Cordelia walks in looking haggard, looking Samara Weaving in Ready or Not. And there's a tie for the first time in Sunnydale history. And it is a tie between not Buffy and not Cordelia.
And one of the girls couldn't make it, so her mom showed up to accept her crown in absentia.
There were some 35-year-old high schoolers in this. It's funny because the guy who's the lead singer of Oz's band, Devin, is holding the crown over each of their heads. It was very funny comedic moment from
fun
this
bit
character.
of business that I bet you that actor came up with.
Yeah, and
didn't love his shirt though. He's wearing like a glittery mustard shirt with his sleeves not buttoned but not rolled, which I know is a pet peeve of yours.
It is, but also, you know what's the opposite of a pet peeve for me? The lead singer of a band. That was my kryptonite.
You're currently married to a lead singer of a band.
Well, yes, I'm saying, you know, you're not the first lead singer of a band that I've. Anyway,
this might be our silliest episode.
Bordelia leaves defeated, and now it is
Ha-cha.
time for
Ha-cha!
Now it is time for
Sunnydale High Yearbook Committee meeting.
Yes.
Now in session. Who'd you have for best dressed?
Best dressed. There were a lot of best dress in this. Like there were all three of our Scooby women looked mwah. Loved Buffy's little gray number. But you know what's winning for me is Faith in her little black tank and her cutoff jeans with her black boots.
Doing Ketrin cosplay.
Yes. It was great.
So many good outfits in this one.
Yeah.
I agree. I went with the obvious. I gave it a tie to not Buffy and not Cordelia. Just kidding. No, I gave it to Buffy and Cordelia in their Christmas dresses.
Aw.
Great.
So you guys did win something, girls. Way to go.
What did you have for worst dressed?
Willow's first volley of an outfit was Garbaggio. Just swing and a miss, my love.
Yeah, you weren't feeling that?
No.
I gave it to, I was going to do a tie, but you talked me out of one of my picks.
Oh.
So I gave it to Mr. Trick and his burgundy jacket, pink shirt, and traffic corn orange tie.
Traffic corn?
Traffic
corn.
I'm editing that out. In his burgundy jacket, pink shirt, and traffic cone orange tie. Okay. What was going on there? That was nuts. I almost gave it to the mayor because he's wearing his high-waisted pants up to his collarbone and a tiny little short tie. But you said that's just old-timey. That was actually very fashionable at one time.
Mm-hmm.
I said it didn't make it right. We did a lot of things at one time that we no longer do, and we look back on with scorn. I feel like this should be among those.
This should be one of them. Okay.
Also considered giving it to Devin for his sparkly mustard number, but
you were pretty jealous.
But
of that.
I held back. What'd you have for best line?
Best line.
As Willow goes, so goes my nation.
She doesn't deserve you, Oz.
Right? To see his devotion with her betrayal.
This bitch.
I gave it to, and I mentioned it when it came up.
You think if you get me mad enough, I won't be so scared. And hey, it's working. Where's a damn weapon?
Yeah,
I loved it.
Great.
Whichever worst line.
Worst line. Just.
It's like I'm seeing you for the first time.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck you, dude. Just fucking keep your dick in your pants unless it's for Cordelia. Just shut the fuck up. Both of you go have a timeout. Get out of here. You socks.
I gave it to Buffy calling Cordelia a vapid whore. I'm never going to get on board with that kind of shit talk.
Me neither.
What did you have for best move?
I really liked arm blades.
That was cool. That was very cool and very creative.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. Does he have to then retrieve those and stick them back in his arm, or does he generate new ones? We only ever see 2 at a time.
I think I was assuming he generates new ones.
Because there's a character in the X-Men called Marrow who can pull bones out of her spine and throw them, and then they grow back, and she can continue to throw more
That's
bones.
what I assumed.
So I didn't know if he has to go like get them back in. He has to reload his arms. That was great. I gave it to the bear trap.
Oh.
The foot in and then back out in time.
Yeah, it was cool.
Flinging it and causing that to step in his own trap. Honorable mention, Buffy grabbing the chandelier, swinging around, and kicking the guy in the cabin. Also
that was
cool.
Good. You know, the chandeliers that hang in abandoned cabins in the woods.
With
next
chicken
to
lamps.
the chicken lamp. This cabin has a taxidermy chicken lamp and a golden chandelier.
I don't think it was that nice of a chandelier.
Any chandelier.
Chandelier nonetheless.
Yeah.
I want to swing from the chandelier. And then lastly, who did you have for most likely?
Most likely to go to jail for beating up someone else's ex? Me and Faith.
I love it. You guys really, you were really Faithy.
I
Faith
was
really
Faithy.
Ketrany. You guys are merging.
Mm-hmm.
I had most likely to fail to leave a lasting impression on us. Not Tector.
Yeah.
I still don't know that guy's name, and I refuse to look it up now.
Nope.
Should have had a cool name.
Just not Tector.
All right.
Nectar.
Oh man, this was fun. Well, I hope you guys had a good time hanging out with us. Thanks for sticking with us through this craziness, this silliness. This might have been our most ridiculous episode. I know. My face and chest hurt from laughing. So hopefully you got even a portion of that on your end. Before you go, again, please interact with this video. Let us know your picks for best dressed, worst dressed, best line, worst line, best move, and most likely. Tell us what you think of Joyce's parenting. I'm always going to throw that out as an open-ended essay question. It wasn't in this episode,
No.
which, frankly, let that
Inform
factor into your
Yeah.
opinion. And check out our Patreon. Again, we watch every episode and we talk over it. You watch along with us. You sync it up, and it's like we're there with you, ruining the show. And then our Trivia Crypt minisodes, which come out the Tuesday a week after the episode drops. We have to have time to look stuff up. While you're checking things out, please check out our other show, Kim and Ket Stay Alive, maybe co-starring her and the hilarious Kim Burns. Sometimes me, because Kim's on maternity leave, so I've been subbing in there. Sometimes we got some banked episodes, and then we record some new ones with me. Kim will be back sometime, but she's really enjoying motherhood right now. And I think she's taken to it like a duck to water.
Mm-hmm.
She's taken to it like a chicken to a lamp. And we're just so excited. But yeah, it's all one big enterprise here. It's the KK Sam Extended Universe.
Yep.
That show comes out every Wednesday, wherever you listen to podcasts, on social media at KK Sam Podcast. This show is on social media at Major Slayage Pod. That's all we got. We will see you next Monday for episode 6. Banned Candy, which, if everything goes according to plan, the holidays being what they are, we should have a very special guest, the aforementioned new mom, Kim Burns, popping in to record some new content for the first time since becoming a mom.
Mm-hmm.
She's agreed to come and play with us again. We have her on every 6th episode, so this will be her 3rd appearance.
Yep.
Very excited, looking forward to that. You won't want to miss it. Until then,
Dust you later.